Every you test 20 questions were there, and you just check the first question. Just read the first question. Which of the following is or are included in the Nehru Report? Okay. So when you study Nehru Report പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ മൈൻഡിൽ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ചില പോയിന്റ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. What is the significance of Nehru Report? എന്തായിരിക്കും? Yeah, it's the first ever Indian effort to draft a constitutional framework for India. Am I right? The first ever Indian effort to draft a constitutional framework for India. So Nehru Report, it was in which year? 1928. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ UPSC ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ചോദിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ളത്, you can expect a question like this. For example, the characteristics of the features of Nehru Report, or maybe who was the viceroy when this Nehru Report was published. Viceroy of India during that time, it was Lord Irwin. Am I right? And who was that? The Secretary of the State who challenged Indian leadership to draft a constitution which is acceptable for all political parties of India. Lord Birkenhead. Okay. ആ ചലഞ്ച് ഏറ്റെടുത്തിട്ടാണ് ലൈക്ക് ഒരു കമ്മിറ്റി ഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നതും മോത്തിലാൽ നെഹ്റുവിന്റെ നേതൃത്വത്തിൽ ലൈക്ക് ഒരു റിപ്പോർട്ടൊക്കെ പബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ബട്ട് അൺഫോർച്ചുനേറ്റ്ലി ഇറ്റ് ഫെയിൽഡ്. അപ്പോൾ അതൊരു ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. നെഹ്റു റിപ്പോർട്ട് ഫെയിൽ ആവാനുള്ള ഒരു പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട റീസൺ എന്താണ്? വാട്ട് ക്യാൻ ബി ദ റീസൺ? വൺ റീസൺ, whether it was okay for everyone. Why Nehru and Subhash Chandra Bose they were not happy with this Nehru report? അതിന്റെ ഒരു റീസൺ എന്തായിരിക്കും? Yeah, because Nehru report is demanding for dominion status within this British Commonwealth. It's not demanding Purna Swaraj. Subhash Chandra Bose, Jawaharlal Nehru, they are not happy with this provision. Then why Jinnah rejected? Because Nehru report is using separate electorate. It is rejected separate electorate and it is at a joint electorate. Jinnah demands separate electorate. So anyway, here the choices you can see. Then ഒരു funny thing എന്താന്ന് വെച്ച് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, you can see that the Indian national leadership is totally against that separate electorate. Am I right? Which year separate electorate introduced in India? That is separate electorate for the first time introduced for Indian Muslims. That is under which act? It's the Government of India Act 1990, 1935, or Indian Council Act 1909. 1909 for the first time separate electorate for Muslims introduced in 1909. Then it extended in 1919 also. So when it comes to Nehru report, obviously the national leadership will not stand for separate electorate. They will stand for joint electorate, because right from there, see 1909 reforms എന്തുകൊണ്ട് reject ചെയ്തു എന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ അതിന്റെ ഒരു major reason, it introduced a separate electorate. It is against the unity and integrity of the nation. So separate electorate എന്തായാലും ഇന്ത്യൻസ് ഫ്രെയിം ചെയ്യുന്ന അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്ത്യൻസ് ഡ്രാഫ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു കോൺസ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂഷണൽ ഫ്രെയിംവർക്കിൽ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് എലക്ടറേറ്റിനുള്ള സാധ്യത ഒരിക്കലും ഉണ്ടാവത്തില്ല എന്നുള്ള കോമൺ ലോജിക്ക് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇവിടെ അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ തന്നെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ആൻസറിലേക്ക് എത്താം. റൈറ്റ്? യു സീ, ഇഫ് യു എലിമിനേറ്റ് ദാറ്റ് ഫോർത്ത് ചോയ്സ്, automatically you will conclude the answer is A, 1, 2 and 3 only. Am I right? Because ബാക്കി എല്ലാത്തിലും separate electorate ഉണ്ട്. So your answer has to be A, 1, 2 and 3 only. Universal adult suffrage, of course, that was a demand, or that was a provision of this Nehru report. Dominion status, immediate demand was dominion status, not Purna Swaraj. The linguistic provinces was a demand. Instead of separate electorate, they demanded for joint electorate, and give reservation for Muslims in center and provinces. Provinces means wherever they are in minorities. Okay. Also it demanded for responsible government in the center and provinces. Okay. So അതിന്റെ basic features, fundamental features of Nehru report നോക്കണം. എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് അതിന്റെ features? Why it got rejected? What was the stand of Nehru? Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, Jinnah, or what was the British responses? Okay, ആ കാര്യങ്ങളെല്ലാം നോക്കുക. Coming to the second question, cabinet mission. So cabinet mission is again very important because lots of questions being asked, അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങളുടെ ഗ്രൂപ്പിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ when you go for the multiple topics, I would suggest you some committees and commissions are very important for you. Missions are there, committees are there, commissions are there. Butler Commission, Butler Commission, Simon Commission, So many committees, commissions are there, educational commissions, constitutional commissions, okay, many famine committees, so many things are there. Go for it, it's important. So what was the last viable chance, or maybe what was the last golden opportunity for Indians to accept an undivided India? That was cabinet mission. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, ഇതിന്റെ കോമ്പോസിഷൻ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, ബേസിക് ഒബ്ജക്റ്റീവ്സ് ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, Can you say what can be the basic objectives of cabinet mission? To create, you know, an interim government. To that government, the power will be transferred, or it is to make arrangements for constituent assembly. Okay, so അതിന്റെ basic objectives നോക്കാം. അതിന്റെ composition എങ്ങനെയായിരുന്നു? Composition. Yes, A.V. Alexander is there, Patrick Lawrence is there, Stafford Cripps is there, Lord Wavell involved in this, but he is not the member of this cabinet mission. Okay, so this is sent by Winston Churchill or Clement Attlee? Clement Attlee. Okay, so it proposed to Pakistan resolution or undivided India? Undivided India. Go for the grouping clauses with the cabinet mission or Cripps mission? Cabinet mission. Division of the provinces into 3 groups. Am I right? Okay, അപ്പോൾ അതിൻ്റെ പ്രൊവിഷൻസ് നന്നായിട്ട് ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക. എസ്പെഷ്യലി 1920s, 30s, 40s പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഈവൻസിൽ നിന്നാണ് ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, സോ വാട്ട് ഈസ് യുവർ ആൻസർ ദ Bombay 1, 2 and 4. Okay, coming to question number 3, Komagadamaru. There are so many technical terms related to history, and there is Komagadamaru. What is Komagadamaru? It's basically Japanese steamship. The question is Komagadamaru incident, which had a significant impact in national movement, especially among the Sikh communities, was associated with which of the following country? So this is, you see, this is the way UPSC may ask questions. ഒരിക്കലും UPSC ചോദിച്ച ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ കോമഗഡമാരു എന്താണ്, ലൈക്ക് അത് ലൈക്ക് എന്താ പറയുക, ഒരു ലൈക്ക് മാംഗോ ഫ്രൂട്ട് ആണോ, ജാക്ക് ഫ്രൂട്ട് ആണോ, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അത് മെഷീൻ ഗൺ ആണോ? വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദാറ്റ് കോമഗഡമാരു? ഇറ്റ്സ് എ ജാപ്പനീസ് steamship and it started by, who was that, like that Punjabi merchant who chartered this Japanese steamship Komagadamaru? അതൊക്കെ ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം, അതൊക്കെ UPSC ചോദിക്കും. ഓക്കെ, സോ ഇറ്റ് ക്യാരിഡ് ഹൗ മെനി പാസഞ്ചേഴ്സ്? അറൌണ്ട് 376 പാസഞ്ചേഴ്സ് ടു കാനഡ. പക്ഷെ അവിടെ കാനഡയിൽ എത്തിയപ്പോൾ അവരെ കുറച്ചുപേരെ മാത്രം പെർമിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയും ബാക്കിയുള്ളവരെ ഷിപ്പിൽ ഇരുത്തുകയും 2 മാസം കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ തിരിച്ചു വിടുകയും ചെയ്തു. ഇവിടെ ബഡ്ജ് ഹാർബറിൽ അടിയുണ്ടാവുകയും കുറേ പേരെയൊക്കെ ഫയർ ചെയ്യുകയും ചെയ്തു. സോ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് സംതിങ് വിച്ച് ഈസ് ആൻ ഇൻസിഡൻറ്റ് കണക്റ്റഡ് വിത്ത് വാട്ട്? ഒരു റവല്യൂഷണറി ഈവൻറ്റുമായിട്ട് അത് കണക്ട് ചെയ്യും. ഒരു റവല്യൂഷണറി ഈവൻറ്റിനെ അതിനെ കത്തി ജ്വലിപ്പിച്ചു കോമഗഡമാരു ഇൻസിഡൻറ്റ്, because these people were treated as revolutionaries. അത് ഏത് ഇൻസിഡൻ്റ് ആണ്? ഗദർ മൂവ്മെന്റ്, യു നോ, ഗദർ മൂവ്മെന്റ്. അങ്ങനെ പല കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. സോ കോമഗഡമാരു ഈ ജാപ്പനീസ് സ്റ്റീംഷിപ്പ് ചാർട്ടർ ചെയ്യുന്നു, ഇവിടുന്ന് ലൈക്ക് ഇമിഗ്രൻസിനെ കാനഡയിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകും. ബിക്കോസ് കാനഡ ഓഫേഴ്സ് ബെറ്റർ ലിവിങ് കണ്ടീഷൻസ് ആൻഡ് ദീസ് ലൈക്ക് എന്താ പറയുക, സാലറീസ് ആൻഡ് ഓൾ. അപ്പോൾ അങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. സോ ഇറ്റ്സ് സംതിങ് വിച്ച് ഈസ് കണക്റ്റഡ് വിത്ത് ദിസ് കാനഡ. ഓക്കെ, പക്ഷെ അവിടുന്ന് ആൾക്കാരെ ഇറക്കാണ്ട് തിരിച്ച് ഇങ്ങോട്ടേക്ക് തന്നെ അയച്ചു, കുറച്ചുപേരെ മാത്രം പെർമിറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. അപ്പോൾ നിങ്ങൾ റവല്യൂഷണറി മൂവ്മെന്റ്സ് ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യുക, അതുമായിട്ട് കണക്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഈവൻസും പേഴ്സണാലിറ്റീസും ഫോക്കസ് ചെയ്യുക. ഓക്കെ, റവല്യൂഷണറി മൂവ്മെന്റ്സ് ഇന്ത്യയിലും എബ്രോഡും ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ട്. എബ്രോഡ് സംഭവിച്ചതിൽ ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഒന്നാണ് ഗദർ മൂവ്മെന്റ്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ ദർ ഇസ് എ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ വിച്ച് ഇൻ വിച്ച് സെഷൻ ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യൻ നാഷണൽ കോൺഗ്രസ് റെസൊല്യൂഷൻ ഓഫ് ഫണ്ടമെന്റൽ റൈറ്റ്സ് അഡോപ്റ്റഡ്? In which of the session fundamental rights? So historic sessions, again I'm telling you, UPSC സ്ഥിരമായിട്ട് ചോദിക്കുന്ന UPSCന്റെ ഫേവറേറ്റ് സൈഡ് ഡിഷിൽ ഒന്നാണ് ഈ പറയുന്ന കോൺഗ്രസ് സെഷൻസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. റൈറ്റ്, കോൺഗ്രസ് സെഷൻ, ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക്കൽ കോൺഗ്രസ് സെഷൻസും അതിൻ്റെ പ്രസിഡൻസും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ അതിൻ്റെ ഹിസ്റ്റോറിക്കൽ റെസൊല്യൂഷൻസും UPSC ചോദിക്കാറ്. അത് അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും ഇന്റർചേഞ്ച് ചെയ്യും. സോ ദ ഫണ്ടമെന്റൽ റൈറ്റ്സ് ആൻഡ് നാഷണൽ എക്കണോമിക് പ്രോഗ്രാം, ഈ 2 റെസൊല്യൂഷൻസ് പാസ് ചെയ്തത് കറാച്ചി സെഷനിലാണ് 1931. ഗാന്ധിജി എന്നപ്പോൾ ഗാന്ധിജി ഗോ ബാക്ക്, ടാറ്റ ടാറ്റ, യു നോ, ബ്ലാക്ക് ഫ്ലാഗ്സ് ഒക്കെ കാണിച്ചത്, that is Karachi session. Okay, again you see അതിന്റെ പ്രസിഡന്റ് ആയിരുന്നു കറാച്ചി സെഷൻ? വല്ലഭായ് പട്ടേൽ, സർദാർ വല്ലഭായ് പട്ടേൽ. ഈ എക്കണോമിക് റെസൊല്യൂഷൻ, ഫണ്ടമെന്റൽ റൈറ്റ്സ് റെസൊല്യൂഷൻ ഇത് ഡ്രാഫ്റ്റ് ചെയ്തത് ആരാണ്? ജവഹർലാൽ നെഹ്റു. അപ്പോൾ കണക്ട് ചെയ്ത് കാര്യങ്ങൾ പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി ശ്രമിക്കുക, ഇന്റർ കണക്ട് ദിസ്. സോ ദിസ് സെഷൻ ഈസ് കറാച്ചി സെഷൻ, 1931 കറാച്ചി സെഷൻ. ഇനി ലാഹോർ സെഷൻ 1929 ഒരു പ്രത്യേകത ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്ത് പറയാൻ പറ്റും? പൂർണ്ണ സ്വരാജ് റെസൊല്യൂഷൻ ഈസ് അഡോപ്റ്റഡ്, Dominion status is lapsed, then CDM, civil disobedience, is launched. Okay, now black hole tragedy എന്നുള്ള incident, black hole tragedy which is related to a battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey ന്റെ തുടക്കം കുറിച്ചത് black hole episode ആണ്. Okay, so black hole episode എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ what can be the black hole episode? Okay, so that was an incident. Actually Sirajud-Dowla warned this British East India Company, French East India Company many times, don't interfere into my business. Okay, British and French, you know, they are doing this illegal trade there. They are fortifying their factories and all without Sirajud-Dowla's permission, also interfering into the internal affair of the states. So finally, Sirajuddaula reacted, then attack on Fort William, and these British people captured and put in this small cell, which is around 123 people, something like that. They got suffocated to death, because of the extreme heat and lack of oxygen, etc. Many people died on next day, and that is the incident which infuriated, angered this British. And from the South Madras regiment, you see, this Robert Clive and team came, conspired with the team of Sirajuddaula, and finally he was defeated in this Plassey battle. So Plassey was not a great battle, it was a great betrayal. Okay, so Plassey and Buxar, they marked the beginning of this British monopoly and British colonial rule in India. Okay, Plassey is the opening point. Am I right? Okay, so that incident. Now, questions jodhiga. Black hole tragedy is associated with what? Okay. So this is something related to Bengal. Now, Ilbertable controversy associated with which of the following viceroy? Ilbertable controversy. Yeah, this is associated with which of the following viceroy? It's with Lord Ripon. He is known for his constructive programs. Lytton is known for his destructive programs. Okay, and what was Ilbertable controversy when it comes to 1884?
Trial of Europeans by Indian judges.
Yes, it is. There was already, even though British say there is like a rule of the law and everyone is equal in the eyes of law, there is discrimination in judiciary. That discrimination was like this. Yes. European judges could only try the European criminals. Okay. Indian judges, they can't, they should try only Indian criminals only. So there is a discrimination against Indians. Okay. To end that, there is a bill introduced by this Ripon, but it was vehemently opposed by most of the members in the parliament. Am I right? So finally, this bill is repealed. And that was an eye-opener for Indians also. Okay, so that bill was introduced by this Lord Ripon. He is known for many of his constructs. So just check here, Ripon and Lytton, and what all the policy implementations by these people. The policy implementations, reforms of Ripon and Lytton, it's very, very important for you. Okay, now coming to another question, roundtable conferences. It's again a three-statement type question. You see, the Indian National Congress did not participate in the first roundtable conference. Is that true? Is that true? So, Indian National Congress did not participate in the first roundtable conference. Why? They went for fishing. Why they didn't participate? What is your opinion, Raghav? Okay. Because British is not at all in a mood to grant the Purna Swaraj, complete independence. Still, they are talking about a dominion status and all. CDM is launched, and there is no participation from the side of the Congress. Second statement: Gandhiji took part only in the third roundtable conference. He missed the train for the first and second. No, he participated only in the second roundtable conference. Okay, even though he went there, it was futile, or it was of no use. He was asking for somebody, other representatives are asking for something else. Okay, so second roundtable conference only the Congress participated. Third roundtable conference, you see, B.R. Ambedkar is the only person who attended all the three roundtable conferences. Is that true? Is that true? See, the keyword is only person who attended. B.R. Ambedkar is the only person who attended all the three roundtable conferences. Eh? Jinnah participated. Maybe other, like other than Indians, Europeans also participated. Here they are not saying that B.R. Ambedkar is the only Indian. They say the only person. That means in a centralized AC room, only Ambedkar is sitting. Is the scenario? No. So that you just check, go for each word. Okay. So it is very tricky, and that one is wrong. All the two third statements are wrong. Only one only is your answer. Now go for even if it is Indians also, you can go for Tej Bahadur, the Liberals representative. He also participated. Now question number 8 is, which of the following about Swadeshi movement in Bengal is correct? Swadeshi movement, Swadeshi. Celebration of Ganapati Shivaji festivals, a medium of Swadeshi propaganda. That is true. True only. Swadeshi Bandhab Samadhi, volunteer organization set up by Ashwini Kumar Dutt. for mass mobilization. You studied. That is true only. Folk theatre forms, jatras utilized to spread Swadeshi ideas. That is also true. Okay. Even we have seen there is initiatives by like Rabindranath Tagore. It is through paintings and all Swadeshi is promoted. Poetry, through poetry and literature, Rabindranath Tagore, his contributions. Swadeshi is promoted. Then there is a festival, you know that what is a Rakhi festival. Yes, so many things. It is to reflect the communal harmony, or yes, different festivals organized, or these samadhis organized, or these literature festivals, dance traditions. So various mediums they promoted the idea of Swadeshi. In fact, all the three are correct only. There is a question 9. Bhagat Singh and BK Dutt threw bomb in the Central Assembly to protest the passage of Public Safety Bill. Is that true? They threw bomb at the Central Legislative Assembly to protest the passage of Public Safety Bill. Then what is that?
Correct, correct.
What is the problem with that sentence? Did you? Ah. No, it's like why they throw bomb at the Central Legislative Assembly?
Public safety.
It is to protest. Basic intention was it is not an atom bomb, a nuclear bomb, anything. Okay, it's a small bomb. Why they throw it? It is to express their dissatisfaction with the Public Safety Bill. Passage of Public Safety Bill is not for the interest of Indians. It is to block these what is called revolutionaries, foreign revolutionaries from entering India. Am I right? So it is not for the welfare of Indians. In fact, it is to resist revolutionary movements in India against British. So it is to protest their it is to protest passage of Public Safety Bill. They throw bomb at the Central Legislative Assembly. Bhagat Singh. So here, if the questions ingane choikka, Bhagat Singhum dathinu pagaram avada venengil vera oral eduthida. മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? ഇനി ഒരു ആവശ്യമില്ലാണ്ട് പട്ടേലിനെ വേണമെങ്കിൽ എടുത്തിടാം, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ വേറെ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഭഗത് സിംഗും വേറെ ഒരു ചെങ്ങായിനെയും പിടിച്ചിടാം. സോ ടേക്ക് കെയർ ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് തിങ്സ്. ദെൻ പ്രൊട്ടസ്റ്റ് ദ പാസേജ് ഓഫ് പബ്ലിക് സേഫ്റ്റി ബില്ലിന് പകരം ഏജ് ഓഫ് കൺസെന്റ് ബിൽ ഇടാം. മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ? സോ ബി വെരി കെയർഫുൾ വിത്ത് ഈച്ച് ആൻഡ് എവരി വേർഡിംഗ് ഓഫ് ദാറ്റ് സ്റ്റേറ്റ് സെന്റൻസ്. Bhagat Singh, Azad and Rajguru assassinated Saunders, the police officer involved in the lathi charge of Lala Lajpat Rai. Shariyano? Yes, you can go for it. Now question number 10, Bardoli Satyagraha resulted in what? You know, Bardoli Satyagraha, it happened in Bardoli, which is in Gujarat. Leader was Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, spiritual leader was Gandhiji. Then an organization, what was that? Something, a Sabha was created. Gujarat Sabha. Is it with the Bardoli Satyagraha or something else? Bardoli. Okay, the statement is abolition of land tax from Bardoli. Do you think it was the result of Bardoli Satyagraha? No. No. Allah. Reduction of enhancement of land tax. Yes, that they reduced from 30% to 6% or something. Then restoration of confiscated lands and properties.
Yes.
അതും ശരിയാണ്. Creation of separate paraganas for Kali Paraj. നമ്മളത് പഠിച്ചിട്ടില്ല. So go for 2 and 3 only. 2 and 3 is your answer. മുടിയേറ്റിനെ കുറിച്ച് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്താ പറയാനുള്ളത്? Mudiyet is what? Yes, that is a battle between goddess Kali and demon Dadiga, where it is performed in Bhagavati cows. Am I right? Okay. Cultural dance traditions, music traditions, theatre traditions, puppetry, that's important for you. With reference to Hinayana Mahayana form of Buddhism, you consider these statements. Mahayana advocated universal salvation. Is that true? Yes, അവിടെ മഹാനയിൽ പറയുന്നത് നിങ്ങൾ ചിക്കൻ ബിരിയാണി കഴിച്ചോളൂ, മട്ടൺ ബിരിയാണി കഴിച്ചോളൂ, എന്തും കഴിച്ചോളൂ. And you can wear jeans, t-shirts, pants, you can stay India outside, you can have all kind of celebrations just to have faith. That is more than sufficient to achieve salvation. There is no need for following this Ashtangiga Marga or anything like that. So, ഇവിടെ പറയുന്നത് Mahayana advocated universal salvation. ശരിയാണ്. Ideal of Mahayana is Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is a UPSC aspirant, am I right? Cleared prelims mains interview, but not ready to go for any posting. Instead, he stay back as a mentor to support other aspirants to clear this exam. Am I right? Bodhisattva is the same person. He is eligible for Buddhahood, salvation. But purposefully he delays his salvation, stay back on the earth to help other human beings to achieve salvation. That is Bodhisattva. So the central idea of Mahayanism is Bodhisattva. That is true. Mahayana has lots of similarities with Vajrayana Buddhism. Maybe. Here also idol worship, there also idol worship. Okay. Hinayana denounced individual salvation through self-discipline and meditation. Denounced means
Against it.
rejected, dropped, or against, etc. So, do you think Hinayana denounced individual salvation through self-discipline and meditation? That is the fundamental difference here. Hinayana is for individual salvation, Mahayana is for universal salvation. Hinayana is the orthodox version that says if you strictly follow Buddha's teachings, you can only achieve salvation. So, it believes in individual salvation, for which self-discipline and all those Ashtangika Marga is essential. But the Mahayana believes in universal salvation. Okay. So here second statement is true, third is true, fourth is also true, fourth is wrong. We can go for first statement is correct, second is correct, third is also correct. Am I right?
Third is wrong.
Third one is Mahayana has lots of similarities with the Vajrayana Buddhism. Lots of similarities means Vajrayana has a worship of this what is called a
Tantric.
tantric worship is the tantric because it believes in magical spells and charms, or it believes supernatural powers required for salvation. Am I right? Supernatural powers required for salvation. Okay, so actually there is no such a supernatural powers. So they say the problem is a lots of similarities. So little bit of similarities, a lots of similarities. That is the keyword you have to strike here. Am I right? So here 1 and 2 is your answer. 3 and 4 also can be eliminated. With reference to Ryotwadi, you consider this. Government retained the right to enhance land revenue at will. Ryotwadi. Government in the Sonda Ishtaprakaram land tax kootam, annually kootam. Nothing wrong in that. It created new class of landlords. Landlords is another concept. Yes. The land ownership rights were vested with the peasants. That is true. So your answer is 1 and 3 only. Okay, now the dance traditions. Garba is a dance, folk dance belonging to Tamil Nadu. You find any Garba dance there? No. Garba belongs to Gujarat. Bhangra dance Punjab. Punjab. Jhumar dance Jharkhand. Jharkhand. The Ragma dance Gujarat. Nagaland. Go for Northeast. Northeast is again a favorite side dish for UPSC. Because lots of questions asked on Northeast culture, tradition, geography and all. Okay, Northeast is important. So Rangma, Nagaland. So your answer is 2 and 3. Now, which of the following statements about Theosophical Society? Theosophical Society, it's founded by Blavatsky and Olcott. Am I right? It's founded in India or abroad? Abroad only. Where? USA. USA. Okay. Which year? You remember the year? 1875. 1875, and its Indian branch it is in 1882, not in 86. Okay, so the first you can eliminate. Then you see Annie Besant was a co-founder of the society. No, she comes much years later only. Am I right? She is not the co-founder, but she was the most popular figure of this Theosophical movement. It promoted the study of Mahavira's teachings and doctrines. That is true, because one of the purpose of the Theosophical Society is promotion of universal brotherhood and also the study of these ancient Indian religions, philosophies, culture, literature, etc. So that is true, you can take it. So I would say 3 only is your answer, am I right? Yes, with reference to Government of India 1935 Act, consider the following. It proposed for the creation of All India Federation. All India Federation is the provided for abolition of central diarchy.
No, provincial diet.
Provincial diarchy abolition, introduction of central diarchy. Central diarchy introduced ചെയ്യുന്നു, provincial diarchy abolish ചെയ്ത് provincial autonomy കൊണ്ടുവരുന്നു, ശരിയല്ലേ? Now see, it proposed for abolition of Indian Council, an advisory council of this what is called the Secretary of the State. So that advisory council is abolished. The proposal is there. Provided for separation of Burma from India, separate a constitution for India and Burma. Okay, that is true. So the one is, first statement is true, third statement is correct, and fourth statement also correct. Am I right? 1, 3 and 4. Which of the following not correct about subsidiary alliance? subsidiary alliance, doctrine of flats, policy of ring fence, or policy of just divide and rule, or the subordinate union, subordinate isolation, different policies are there. Subsidiary alliance was created by William Bendick, Wellesley, Dalhousie, Wellesley. So not correct regarding subsidiary alliance. That is the question. Not correct. Okay. It is compelled to expel all non-English foreigners from subsidiary state. It is compelled to expel all non-English foreigners from subsidiary state. Expel all non-English foreigners. It is compelled to expel all non-English foreigners from subsidiary state. That is true only. Subsidiary state had to maintain British troops at its own cost. True only. A returned British paid an annual tribute to subsidiary states. No, it is opposite, you know. In return, the native state supposed to pay annual tribute. Now, British resident was posted in the subsidiary state. Yes. So, not correct is C is not correct. Am I right? Gandhara school is known for narrative art. Which school is known for narrative art? Amaravati is known for narrative art. Earlier Madura's culture shows strong Greek influences in depiction of Buddha. Earlier Madura has no foreign influences here. Actually, there is no Greek Roman influences. Earlier Madura means it is purely Pakka indigenous school of art ആയിരുന്നു മധുര എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. നല്ല എന്താ പറയുക, നല്ല തടിച്ചു കൊഴുത്ത ബുദ്ധന്മാരൊക്കെ ആയിരുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, പക്ഷേ ഗാന്ധാരയിലെ തുടക്കം തൊട്ടേ because of the Greek and Roman influences, they focused on anatomical accuracy and all. Many foreign influences are there. But in Madura, earlier Madura was purely an indigenous school. There was no foreign influences. Main theme of Gandhara said to be a new form of Buddhism, which is Mahayanism. Is that true? Yes. That is true. And here they are asking for the correct one. So what is correct one? 3 only has to be the answer. 2 only is written, but it has to be 3 only. Okay. Answer is 3 only. There is only one statement correct. If the question is for not correct, then you can pick 1 and 2 only. Now regarding Home Rule League movement, next question is on Home Rule League movement. Aimed to attain self-government ending the British Empire. It was able to combine the moderates, extremists and revolutionary terrorists, dropped the idea of mendicancy of moderates but continued their concept of patriotism. Tilak made the concept of Home Rule popular via New India and this Commonwealth. They are asking which is correct one. What is correct here? New India and Commonwealth, it is journals of Tilak or Annie Besant? Annie Besant. And do you think Home Rule is basically meant for ending the British Empire? Or they wanted a kind of self-government within the British Commonwealth? Yes, a kind of self-government within the British Commonwealth. So, it's like first is wrong, second is okay, third is also okay, fourth is wrong. Am I right? So, the answer has to be 2 and 3 only. 3 means it dropped the idea of mendicancy of moderates but continued their concept of patriotism. Which is answer? 2 only. It was able to combine the moderates, extremism and this revolutionary terrorists. There is a problem. It dropped the idea of mendicancy of moderates but continued their concept of patriotism. Home Rule is started by this Tilak and this Annie Besant because Congress was not ready to launch it. Am I right? So the question is like whether they decided to end this mendicancy of the moderates and continued the concept of patriotism of the moderates. What is your stand, your take on that? Yes, actually, it is actually, you can see there is distribution of pamphlets, there is speeches, you know, different constitutional methods of these moderates being applied here. Am I right? So you can see that the constitutional methods and non-constitutional or extra-constitutional methods being applied here. So that is why we can take that. If you take that statements in totality, we have to say that that is wrong. Okay. Now go for the last one. Which of the following not correct about the cabinet mission plan? Not correct. It approved Pakistan resolution, grouping of provinces, interim cabinet of Indians, constitution framing right. Not included by cabinet mission proposals, Pakistan resolution. There is no proposal. There is no Pakistan proposal. It's a 2-4 because it says even though the partition is done, the minority issue will not be resolved. It will continue. West to Pakistan, East to Pakistan, minority issue will continue. So Pakistan resolution is rejected. Partition idea is rejected by cabinet mission. So that's it. I would say. Any of you guys scored 100%? All are correct. Nice, good. So I would say these are practice sessions. Yeah, you have to practice a lot. Even though we studied, നമ്മുടെ problem എന്താ വെച്ചാൽ practice ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ സംഭവങ്ങളൊന്നും like മൈൻഡിൽ രജിസ്റ്റർ ആയിക്കോണമെന്നില്ല. So just practice, then you will identify. See, the problem is like you are focused not only on why you made it wrong. Your focus also should be on why you made it correct. Got it, na? എന്തുകൊണ്ട് തെറ്റി എന്ന് മാത്രം പഠിച്ചാൽ പോരാ, എന്തുകൊണ്ട് ശരിയായി എന്നും കൂടി പഠിക്കണം. You must have you maintain that balance, that equilibrium you maintain. So go for analysis of your papers. That will help you a lot. That's it. Let's wind up.